full measures, as Walter White would say.
I'm sure I'm gonna miss the animals.
Gonna miss the animals?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got this wild and crazy beast right here.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, you are my animal.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice when we're in a position when we are on our own property and we can have paddocks and pastures set up, and we can start working on plans that are meant to be for the rest of eternity. Our eternity, anyway.
So what kind of animals do you want? I have an idea of what I want.
I want tasty animals.
Yeah. So,
Some beef for sure. I think a couple pigs would be good. We definitely need our resident jackass to protect the herd and the property, really.
right.
Need to get our jack donkey.
A big one or a little one?
Oh, a big one. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of coyotes around there, so.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a couple pigs would be good. Definitely chickens. Gotta have the chickens.
Have some geese protect the chickens, or do you want to do a dog?
I think I'd rather go with a livestock dog than geese, because geese are going to be making rackets all the time.
Speaking of geese,
Yeah.
it's like on cue.
Yeah, they're right over there. Over there. They just flew through right there. Yeah. No, I don't want any animals that are going to be creating a racket. The rooster and the chicken need to be a ways off from the house.
Right, we'll probably do a chicken tractor. If we're gonna do cows, we'll have them chase the cows.
Yeah.
To get the patties.
Yeah.
Prepare the patties.
Get some of them delicious moon pies. Yeah, we'll have to have the chickens chase the cows, have the paddocks set up to rotate them through. Yeah, we need to have paddocks set up so that the chickens, yeah, but chicken tractors are for meat chickens. Until we get a...
No, you can do the one on wheels that Justin does. It's on
The chickshaw?
The chickshaw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be good. That's probably a better
chases
idea.
the cows every day.
Yeah, but then what? The livestock dog sits in there with the chickshaw? Keep the coyotes away? Or the electric fence keeps the coyote away? To be determined.
Justin uses electric and geese. So...
Electric, he has geese?
Yeah. He has geese in with
the chickens?
With the chickens.
Well, we'll figure that part out, but I mean, if we do a chickshaw, then we're not going to get like where we do a rabbitry and then the layer of chips and stuff that they poop and pee in, and then the chickens come and scratch that up, and at the end of the year we get that nice, wonderful spring. When we clean all that out in the spring and take all that soil, we wouldn't have that if we did a chickshaw. So, I don't know. We'll have to figure that part out. But I mean, a couple head of cows, couple pigs, kind of rotate through that stock. But you know, we could eventually look and see what it would take to get an organic stamp. You know, for chicken, and maybe we do a chicken. We do some organic chicken at the farmer's market kind of thing. Which I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Yeah.
Organic chicken could fetch a good pound price.
Well, right now it's like, I looked at an organic chicken, which was about our size.
If we could do that and make some extra money, you know, and maybe if we did a good enough job, then we could maybe get some restaurants interested, and small restaurants, It'd have to be a small restaurant for us to supply the chicken until we really got going. Then we could supply a larger restaurant, I suppose. I don't know, I think that would be interesting.
It would be.
Be a way to make money.
Yeah.
But we need to get our field cut.
Yeah, that's first priority.
We need to get our field cut. We need to get planted.
We need to look into what kind of grass.
I think, yeah. Well, I mean, I think we need to get some kind of what do you call that? Pasture grass. So we can get it all planted in pasture grass. So.
That's not going to be cheap either.
Well, I know, but you're feeding the animals with what's growing right on your land. So I mean, you have to invest to make that investment. You know.
I think if we did like the pigs and move them around.
Yeah.
And.
The chickens still can chase the pigs if we were doing that, I suppose.
Yeah, as long as they're not in the same space together, because the pigs will eat the chickens.
Right. We don't want that.
No pigs eating chickens.
We'll eat the chickens and the pigs.
Unless we call them and feed them to the pigs.
Yeah, I mean.
Because they're.
Yeah. For whatever reason.
Too many roosters around.
So what kind of animals do you want besides?
Well, the same, I think. You can also do pigs on deep bedding too, and hide corn in their deep bedding.
Hide the corn and the pigs deep bedding, so the pigs dig up the bedding.
They dig up the bedding.
And then they poo, and then they dig up some more, and then they eat around the poo.
Well, no, pigs are cleaner than that. They usually poo in one corner.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, pigs are known to be smart. So.
Yeah.
I see. We got to get a tractor or something.
Yeah.
Do you think my tracker is sexy? Does it turn you on? Not a tractor, by the way. It's a tracker. My tracker is sexy. Does it turn you on? We need something that we could skid logs with. We need something that we can dig with. We need something that we can brush hog with. So tractor research is going to be in our future, but I like to go talk to people and go poking about. I don't want to do all my research on the old internet because that's...
You're good at poking about.
I like poking around and asking the deep questions.
Yeah.
Why does that? Why does that? How is that? What does that work? Are you sure? Oh, I don't know. Let me find out.
I can see you annoying some farmer. This guy won't leave me alone.
I don't annoy people. I'm just very thorough in my methods. In my investigations.
And you ask a lot.
I ask a lot of questions. God made me that way, and I'm proud to say. There's not a question that I won't ask. Because the only question that the only dumb question is the question that you don't ask. And then your dumb ass goes off and does something dumb because you didn't ask a question. So there you go. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
Only question that's not asked is the dumb. Nope. Can't even remember now. This stuff just flies off me. It's natural, folks. Anyway, the only question you don't ask is the dumb question that you should have asked.
Right.
So you don't get yourself in trouble. And you don't do something dumb because you were afraid to ask a dumb question. See, there you go. There's the correlation. Don't do something dumb because you're afraid to ask because you thought it was a dumb question. Life lesson, folks.
There you go.
Ask the dumb questions. I always even preface it and say, you know, this might sound like a dumb question, but it's not a dumb question because I don't know the answer. So therefore, to me, it's not a dumb question. So I always have that caveat and I clarify it. So people know, hey, this might be a dumb question headed my way, and see, they're forewarned. Usually works out pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, you do run across people that, let's say they're not secure in their personhood, because this could be a man or a woman. And I'm not trying to be politically correct here, it could be a he or a she. And you ask questions and they're like, well, I don't know the answer to that, so I'm going to feel all dumb. And then I'm going to get upset because I feel dumb because I don't know the answer, as opposed to just saying, I don't know the answer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the answer is always a good answer too. Hey, do you know how to do this? No. What about this? I don't know. Those are perfectly good answers.
Mm-hmm.
And contrary to what everybody says, failure is always an option. That's one of my most favorite sayings.
That's how you learn.
Well, that's how you learn, and failure is always an option. Everybody, well, failure is not an option in this endeavor. We cannot fail. It's like, that's a bunch of crap. You most certainly can fail, and you should fail. And if you're not failing, then you're probably not trying very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And or you're, I don't know, I always try to figure out a new way to do something, even if it's something I've never even done. I mean, I try to figure out how to do things, or change the way I do something to see if it's more efficient or if it's better. And sometimes it works out fantastically. You know, like I'll tell you one that didn't work out. So when I'd commute, I wasn't really commuting, but when I would drive from up north down here all the time, or her and I were coming back from somewhere, Waze would say, oh, there's a traffic slowdown. If you go this way, it's going to take you this long. If you go this way, it's going to take you this long. And I'd always say, this stupid thing doesn't know what it's talking about. I'm just going to go this way, because no way is that going to be right. And what always happened? I learned eventually it was right.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would have just sat in traffic, but I'm notoriously impatient, if I would have just sat in traffic,
That's another statement.
I would have got to where I was going much faster.
That's another statement.
What? I'm impatient?
Yes.
No. I think I'm impatient.
You are impatient. You're like mega impatient.
Whatever. My impatience is your too much patience. So there. Anyway, back to where I was. Don't be afraid to ask the dumb question, because that's the one that'll get your dumb ass in trouble. There. That's a good slogan. Don't be afraid to ask, as my voice cracks, don't be afraid to ask the dumb question, because then otherwise you're going to be the dumb butt. Because you're like, someone would say, how stupid are you? You shouldn't have done that. Here's why. Oh, I was going to ask that, but I felt like it was a dumb question. Nope. So,
Could have saved the world, but you didn't want to ask it.
no, you could have saved yourself a lot of time, energy, and money
Yep.
by not asking, or if you would have asked a dumb question. But again, you can use my method and just say, hey, you know, this might sound like a really dumb question, but since I don't know the answer, see, then you're showing that you're self-deprecating. You're showing that you're could be dumb in some cases. I'm not plumb dumb. I'm some dumb, but I'm not plumb dumb. See? And you're showing your humanness. Hey, I may not know the answer, although it appears I know all the answers. I might not know the answer. But, you know, I'm asking because I don't know, and so I feel like I should ask in fairness to myself and those around me, so that I don't get all cattywampus and get myself into a bunch of heap of trouble. So yeah, the only dumb question that you don't ask is the dumb one that you're gonna pay for.
Yeah.
Anyway, animals.
Yep. I think
We're gonna have animals.
we're gonna have animals.
Yeah. We're gonna have vegetables.
Yeah, that's the one thing we're gonna have to try to do.
What?
Vegetables on wherever we are.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't require me constructing these big boxes that...
Well, that's why we have those things.
I know, but that doesn't, you know, people always aren't going to want that either, though. What things? Those grow bags?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh. You know, I think I'm going to keep you so busy that you don't need to worry about trying to grow a garden. Or what you can do is you can go to your sister-in-law's and help out in her garden. And we could grow stuff at her house. See? Right?
Maybe.
Yeah. They got a decent little plot of land.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'd be happy to have you over there gardening with her. I mean, I'm not giving you an invitation from her, but she'd be happy to have you over there. At least. So, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I just don't want to go, and maybe you did garden boxes over there. Maybe we did some garden boxes, raised beds over there for her or something. But at least then they stay there. I just don't want to get into, I don't want to be tied down. I want to be footloose and fancy free. You know what I mean? We've been tied down for a long time, and not the good way.
Yeah.
So.
This is daytime, honey.
Daytime TV? No, we need to have time for us to just do what we want to do, and by us I mean me. Where I make the plans, as the man should, for all you folks that are just learning this stuff. I make the plans, and we go do some fun.
Yeah.
Go do some fun stuff.
We do.
Go travel. We go on little road trips. We go explore.
Mm-hmm.
We get in the old truckarooski, and we go see what's out and about in our new neighborhood.
Yeah.
And we go look for out of the way places, and we go meet new folks, and we go get out of the house.
Maybe we can meet some of our YouTube friends.
And maybe if you guys are lucky, you know who you are, we might travel over to see you, should you be so, yeah, we may, just leave it at that. We may travel over to see them. And you'll be able to blame my wife for that, so in advance, know that it's her fault. And what you get is going to be a direct result of that, but it's going to be her fault. So don't blame me. Anyway, we can go travel.
Yeah.
And we can go do some hiking, which we love to go hiking. Boy, hasn't that been a long time and a lot of fat later that we haven't been hiking.
Yep. Oh, we used to run.
Yeah, could you imagine that? Boy, you don't want to now. It's a pretty ugly sight.
Yeah.
Anyway, travel. Go do some fun things. We have water that's right down from our property.
Mm-hmm.
We could go kayaking. We've wanted to do that. You've been talking nothing but trying to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we can go hiking. We can go exploring. We can go look at a bunch of stuff I probably won't want to see, but she'll enjoy it. And I will too in the end. Maybe. To be determined. At any rate, yeah. Let's go do some fun stuff, because all we're doing right now is working.
Yeah.
Working to get moved, working to get this place ready for the new owner. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't have words even. We have a beautiful trail that's right down here on the river. We used to. That
people used to hike.
Well, they would ride their bikes. There are people that are still doing it. How, why, I don't know. I mean, who would want to go ride? There's cars parked on it. There's campsites set up on it. And
there's homeless camps all over it.
Yeah, there's
tons of garbage and
exactly
right on the river, feeding the river.
Right on the river. The lake over here flooded the other day because the city workers couldn't get into the pump station because we had a big rain, and they didn't feel safe even going in there. And it is nothing but a big trash pile. And again, you know, the max fine, you can look at the sign, it says $63.50 for littering. And it is such a joke that these people are allowed to go destroy these areas. End of the airport, the west end of the airport, it's an absolute dumping ground. And the hilarious thing is, I saw a thing on the news, and the news, this guy is standing there and he has the gall. He said, yeah, somebody was driving by in a big semi-truck and they were just throwing stuff out of the back. And it's like, yeah. That reeks of, you know, I can smell the truth from here. Yeah, somebody's just driving along. It's not these people that are all camped in it. A guy was in the back of a semi throwing stuff out, and this guy keeps his area clean. Oh, the hypocrisy.
Yeah.
If I never have to see you next Tuesday, Kate Brown. That's all I have to say. And I'll leave it at that. I don't want to go into my R-rated chant.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Yeah.
Good riddance. There you go, Kate Brown. Good riddance. We don't like you. We don't like your politics. And not because of why you think. It's because this once great state is getting destroyed, and you guys are standing along watching it. And nothing to see here, just mostly peaceful protesting going on.
Yep.
Nothing to see, folks.
But your businesses are burning, and your statues are burning,
And those needed to go. They don't fit the narrative. But businesses downtown are hugely affected. Security, they have to call in their own security because there's not enough police folks. Oh, but they're hiring more now.
The $1 million condos are empty downtown.
Yeah, I mean,
we used to live downtown.
We used to live downtown. I wouldn't touch that with Ron Jeremy's unit in. Anyway, you won't get the joke. I don't want to go into it. We
used to live downtown, and there was a Starbucks under us, and it was closed.
Yeah.
Is it open now?
No, I don't think so.
No, it's still closed.
I haven't been down there for a while, but yeah, it was closed, and I mean, it was nice.
Boarded up.
We got out of there just in the nick of time. We left in March of basically 2019, and so we got out of there in the nick of time, but. It was a pretty nice area. I mean, yeah, you had some homeless folks around, which they're fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But they weren't allowed to just set up tent cities. I mean, they kind of did a little bit underneath the overpass, right next to the Moda Center. But you know, now it's free camping and it's camp at will. You find a spot, it's yours. Oh, but get this. You know how they're going to stop that? Guess what they're going to do?
What are they going to do?
They're going to spend $500,000 of all of your people's money that still live here to put park benches. They're going to put park benches in, so I guess people can't put their tents down because there'll be park benches on there.
Isn't there another city that took out park benches so that they wouldn't camp on them?
I don't know.
And that worked?
I don't know. Need to do some research, it sounds like.
No, I heard that somewhere.
Yep. So anyway, you know, it'll solve the problem, I'm sure. I think they said right now that there's over 3,000 sites in the city of Portland that need to be cleaned up right now. 3,000 sites.
And meaning by sites, these aren't little camps.
Yeah.
These are encampments.
Well, it depends. Yeah.
They're encampments. There are several. The garbage is cleaned up a little bit, but I mean the garbage.
Really.
You would have a motorhome, and the garbage would be stacked up against the motorhome.
Oh yeah.
Almost over top of the motor hose.
It's almost not believable. Sort of, dang it, I missed the hinge.
It's probably still good.
Huh?
It's probably still good. Don't touch it for a while.
Oh no, let me pick it up. Woo, that's hot.